You are listening to Communities Live with
Susie Casson
and with me, Andrew Tildesley, and joining us in the studios is Tim Stevens from Living Adventure. I'm just going to move your mic slightly closer to you and you slightly closer to your mic. But hey, thanks for coming in.
Hi, thanks very much for having me, Andrew.
And you have a event coming up this weekend.
We do, yeah. This weekend coming is at Ruskin Park Fun Day. We've got a variety of activities for children and adults just to come and take part in, some bug hunts and other exciting things for kids to take part in.
Fantastic. And the group you run are, how should we describe it? What is Living Adventure? Living
Adventure at the moment is me. I deliver woodland-based adventure sessions for kids and adults. We are currently based in the woodland in Uterbridge. We also use other sites, such as if we're delivering sessions at schools, we'll go and use their grounds, try and make the most of their grounds, and other sort of locally agreed woodlands as well that we can get access to. So a variety really, and we do things like specific skills courses. We do events as the Ruskin Park one, and adventure challenge days as well, which is really exciting. We get some adults come to the woods for about 3 hours. They get all the food, and they get a series of challenges that they're faced by. And if they can achieve the challenges, they're then given a bushcraft skill that they can then utilise. Perhaps in their life, just perhaps when they're camping, or if people are wanting to get out more and spend more time in nature.
Fantastic. And so, what's the idea behind Living Adventure? How did it get started? What's it for? Why are you doing it?
It's to get people outside. I spent a lot of I used to teach, and I spent a lot of my time indoors, of course, as a result. And I found that when I took the children outside, there was so much more learning to be had. It was the learning was contextualised. It was just given so much more meaning to the children, and their eyes widened. They got so much more excited, and I thought, why not use that more in learning? So, combining my background in outdoor activities and my background in teaching, I decided to start Living Adventure, really, just to bring the two, what were parallel running lives together, to try and offer something really special.
So what is your background? What's the outdoorsiness? Where does that come from?
I guess from uni a while ago now. I did a degree in outdoor activity management. I'm from Buxton, so we had access to the peaks and everything. You used to get out climbing and canoeing and walking and things. And then from then I actually went to Japan for a couple of years, where I was involved in some teaching and some assistant outdoor work over there as well. Came back, qualified as a teacher, so that you can see there's always this outdoor side and then there's the education side as well. I've always gone between. Qualified as a teacher, worked in some schools, worked in some outdoor activity centres and high ropes courses, places like that, until ultimately Living Adventure was born.
Fantastic. And how do you think outdoor activity benefits people, sort of children and adults alike?
Well, I guess the scientific benefits are things like reduced feelings of stress and levels of depression. Really helps people's mental health and well-being. I know that I think it was in Japan actually. There was one study that was done that actually found that people who spend time in nature actually have more tumour and virus-fighting white blood cells produced in the body. So there's this huge scientific basis behind the outdoor activities and the benefits of nature on the body and on the mind. For me, I enjoy doing a lot of carving out in the woods, and I find it very meditative. The process of going from tree to perhaps a spoon, for example, a finished product, is quite meditative, and taking away those distractions that are sort of that overstimulation that is given to us just in daily life, taking that away and going to nature and just having that single task to achieve, I find is so therapeutic, so relaxing. Because it just focuses your mind. There's no signs, there's no tellies, there's no
text alerts.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, phones are off, and those distractions are taken away, and it's just taken us back to simplicity, really. And it really allows us to listen to our minds, to our bodies, and feel the benefits of that.
Fantastic. And you mentioned carving, so that's something you've got coming up, not this weekend, but the weekend after, isn't it?
That's right. It's 9th of July, spoon carving. So we're really lucky to be hosting this event. It's done with a gentleman called Peter Leeds. He's going to be tutoring it as well as me. He's from the Natural Building Specialists, and he is a incredible carpenter. He makes some incredible sculptures, playground furniture, as well as buildings. And he is a fabulous spoon carver, and we're joining forces to offer to people in and around Sheffield a spoon carving course. So it's 9th of July, 10 till 4. There'll be loads of snacks and things, and people can come and go through the whole process. They'll get to choose which wood they would like, the section of the wood, and then carve a spoon and go away at the end with a finalised spoon and the skill to repeatedly do it.
And what's where is it, and how much is it?
It's in Uterbridge in a woodland called Beeley Woods, so it's about 5 miles outside of Sheffield. Mm-hmm. It's £50 to do the course. The other thing as well, which I'm really excited about, is we've had some spoon carving knives hand forged by a gentleman in Kelham Island.
And you brought them in, and we've seen them.
Yeah.
Beautiful objects. The spoons you've carved and the sort of handsmithed, is it?
Yeah, they are, absolutely. Yeah. They're the blades have been as you say, handsmithed by a gentleman called Olive Davison, and I'm currently making the handles now out of hawthorn. Which is nice hardy wood, for the people on the course to come and have a go with and come and carve with those, and then if they choose to, they could purchase one at the end to take with them to carry on carving.
Fantastic. Do you have any other big events planned in the near future?
So I've said about Ruskin Park. The other event is at the General Cemetery. That is on the 21st of August, and again that is a free family event for people to come. There's loads of activities going off. We'll be there with our signature bell tent, offering lots of nature activities to children and families to come and just take part in and enjoy.
What sort of things will they be?
We've got things like bug hunting, so loads of magnifying pots and things, some ID charts, so we can either go around together or the kids can go off with their families, discover what mini beasts they can find in and around the cemetery. We've got some ID charts for identifying different plants and their uses as well, which is I always find really exciting. Identifying trees as well, which is so nice to be able to walk down the street and know what the trees are. And when we do it in schools, it goes down really well. There's some adventure ones as well, some more challenge based ones where they've got to difficult to describe without giving it away too much.
But challenges, there'll be challenges.
They are,
and
yeah.
It's free.
It's completely free, and it's quite well differentiated for all the different ages.
So that's, you've got this weekend.
The 9th of July and the 21st of August as well.
Yeah.
So spoon carving is the 9th of July.
And what's the 21st of Graves Park?
The 21st of August is the General Cemetery.
General Cemetery.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Getting confused. Grand. Well done for confusing the listeners, Andrew. So do you have any sort of big ambitions for living it? You've been going like a year,
Yeah, still very fresh, still learning lots.
So what would you, in your mind's eye, if you're dreaming, what would you like to make of Living Adventure? One
thing I really enjoy is collaborating with other businesses in and around Sheffield to offer something a bit different, which is why we're doing the spoon carving course. We've worked with an organisation called Revitalise Fitness, and Amy Rogers. She's a fitness instructor, amongst other things, and we deliver an event called Forest Fit. So it's specifically for women to come and spend the day, several hours in the woodland. Amy walks them up to our base camp, where, as I said before, they're faced with several challenges and with some bushcraft input in there as well, which has been really successful. Got some really great feedback from. I'd love to do more of those events to get different people who perhaps wouldn't ordinarily spend time in the woods. Mm-hmm. More events with disabled children and adults. We've got a few of those booked in where it wouldn't ordinarily be easily accessible, but when there's further provisions put in place, they can be offered. It's the challenge element that I think can entice people to spend time in nature as well. So giving people the opportunity to have fun, work together as a team, make new friends potentially, whilst being in nature, and then hopefully they will see the benefits of being in nature and have a hunger to go and spend more time in it.
Start a lifetime habit. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
So if people are interested in any of the things coming up, spoon carving or anything else, how should they get involved? Where can they find out more details?
You could visit our website, which is livingadventure.co.uk. If you can book on spoon carving, all the other courses on there, and get in touch with us via the website. We have a Facebook group as well. We're on Twitter, which is at Adventure Chef, double F. And you can also book on the spoon carving course via Eventbrite, just by searching for spoon carving workshop in Sheffield.
Perfect. Tim Stevens from Living Adventure, thanks for coming.